Men look black. Pardon me. I cannot speak right now. That's right. Men look great or gorgeous in black. Don't you think? I hope to put I'm not the only boy here that feels this way and do with sexuality. Because if you would say no homo, then please just snicker away because us men can admire other men. Okay, so first off, because this could be a long video, I love men that have abs. Even though that's not always the point, but for some odd reason, I do get intimidated when I see men with abs and their underwear showing when they're laying down. Including this image, because I love how the way that man's navel is shaped, because I do have avenophilia. It's basically someone that is strongly attracted to belly buttons or navels. Not to mention his scorpion tattoo, whomever that man is that has that adorable cat. And also, this Asian man. I think he's Korean. I don't know who he is. And yet, people thinking that Asian men are weak. If I see Asian men like that towering over me, I would probably cry or pass out. He's hot. He's also hot. Whoever this Asian boy is. People thinking Asian or small or weak. No, you're wrong. So basically, on Quora, I was curious to talk about this man named Leo Lam. I'm not sure if he's Chinese or Vietnamese based off his last name. I love his profile picture, by the way. CEO of a luxury brand, angel investor, business consultant, former director of engineering at Senseer, and PhD in electrical engineering. That's quite a handful. Adjunct, if I can pronounce that word, at University of Washington, because he basically originates from Seattle. Founding board member of Women's Business Incubator, tech entrepreneur, award-winning educator, sustainable energy researcher, and award-winning fashion photographer. Photographer, foodie, and I think Deanna's supposed to be vino. So I want to read this out because it's difficult to screenshot everything since my MacBook does freeze up frequently, and I hope that y'all been doing okay. And I thought this may have Aaron a little interested because he's Chinese himself. The college boy that set up the GoFundMe page for me. So thank y'all to him for doing so after I lost my apartment. Okay, I really want to move back. I'm not letting it go. I refuse. It's gonna be 4 months, 3 days from now till we got evicted. How does pursuing a PhD affect one's chance of finding a purpose or a spouse? So this is what he typed, and I got 6,600 votes. I don't think there's any national data for this, so I can only give you my experience and observations. Many of my schoolmates in graduate school found their other half in school. I don't have a specific percentage. However, it makes a lot of sense since a university is a place where people of similar age, interest, and intellectual capability meet. Like-minded people tend to match up, and voila, relationships. So in this case, pursuing a PhD, which is what, like a doctor's degree, I believe, would enhance your chance of finding a spouse simply because you are in a target-rich environment. Target-rich. Besides that, I think the PhD has some advantages only up to the first impression level of finding a spouse. I met my now wife while I was finishing up on my PhD. Although I met her outside of school as a fashion photographer, in parentheses, that paid for my living during grad school, she found me interesting because I was doing a PhD. And in parentheses, quote, you must be smart. Well, smart enough to marry her. Okay? I'm not sure if it is a universal case. However, I like to say however, my perception is that people tend to associate higher education to stability and intelligence. And that puts one in a more, quote, desirable pool of mates. This, of course, is only good for the first impression. And there are other attributes and qualities that make for a good relationship. Compatibility, love, kindness, empathy, courage, humor, respect, and the list goes on. So by percentage, I think the PhD is only a tiny portion of what would affect someone's chance of finding a spouse. If your prospective spouse only cares about your PhD, you might have a palm in your hands. I'm quite short. He basically mentioned that he's 5'2", by the way, so that's short even by Asian man standards, right? And let me just put this on pause very quick. I just thought I could share more of it because it's difficult to edit through this iMovie Maker, of course. My personal thought here, Asian men are really attractive. Also, I love his hair and nothing else. But I should have made that little short. Let me put this on pause here. Hold on. Okay. Also for this Asian man, I don't know why Asian man, like I'm talking about like Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Thai, anywhere in Asia. Okay. are really attractive with tattoos. And not to mention his abs. He's Korean, by the way. So this is supposed to be Leo, okay? He looks so adorable and really handsome in his suit. And this is supposed to be his gorgeous wife that is taller than him. Do you see this as a problem? For me, well, it means no in Mandarin, if I got that correct. If Darren is maybe viewing this, correct me on this, because he can say male, I think. I gotta study more Mandarin, okay? Because I like to speak the language sometimes. There's nothing wrong with these two. What I really find inspiring is that they're a mixed couple, right? They are a mixed couple. I love how in relationships they're a mixed couple. Plus, my mother's boyfriend is white. Just wanted to share that. Don't really have a strong connection with him. I'm still happy for my mother that she did, Men and Man on I forgot it was a dating site that she used eons ago when I was a freshman in high school, not in college, of course. And basically, I was just curious because I must have found like an answer somewhere, or maybe I was just curious. Is 5'9" short or tall? To me, that's gigantic. Literally, it is. And it was really interesting to read this because it is pretty tall in some places in the globe. Even though here in the U.S. that's like straight up average. They say 5'10" is average though, but if that's the case, then man, you men are giants then. Because if that's average, then oh boy. But besides that, just look up the video of the 4 boys that I've met. I'll talk about that near the end, okay? But basically, this is another image of him and his wife, all right, after they proposed, right? Because I wasn't able to screenshot everything, but I'll share the URL for y'all to read his Quora profile picture. It's really interesting. Excuse me. Okay, and I'm really, really dreadful for these two because this is 5 years ago. So this is before COVID-19 that happened, right? Look at this. I can't really use like an exact example of a ruler, but he's standing on a little rock, right? So there's a height gap because he's 5'2". He said that his wife is almost a foot taller. I think she's not a foot taller though. I think she's probably she's like 5'9". Right, which is really tall for women's standards. I think that's Dion like 6'3". I don't know, somewhere around that height, right? Or Dion, you don't remember? No. Unfortunately, I think that's like 6'1" in men's standards. Just do the math because us men and women are supposed to be 5 inches apart on average, right? So like a head taller or apart, so to speak. And basically, his short height does not make him less lovable of a gorgeous woman, especially since she's white. Because a ton of people think that Asians, especially men, I think it's Asian men, are not desirable. Just to be honest, I would date an Asian man in a heartbeat. I would. I don't care any race, as long as he has a kind beating heart and not lovist. I just invented this new word. If men basically thinking it's just too feminine or weak to love another person, and that's how to be like relationship wise, then I'm not going to be interested. I'm not. Honestly, I'm not. Because seeing photos like this, it makes me want to free up my feelings for you shorties out there, okay? I'm talking about for you men, not this woman, that you're still lovable. And if you're insecure of your height, that is okay. As long as you do your best not to affect you, which is hard. Do not have anyone thinking that, oh, you know what, you need to man up, you need to stop whining that you're short. Honestly, I don't understand. And even though I love being short, I don't want to be tall. I find it even offensive when people call me average. I am not average. If I'm short enough that I could shop in the kids section at Ross, because I cannot fit in the men's section for shoes, then yeah, that means I'm short, right? And also, this is supposed to be another adorable picture of him and his wife. They are cuddling with their pets. Leo's cuddling with I guess I think they have their own like pets, right? And that just have over 6,500 votes, right? And they have a dog. Adorable. I please pardon me for getting my words mixed. I just want to read these comments here by Sylvia Impero. Women are more intelligent than men in love. They see people's with their souls. And if they like yours, just have to take care of them and your world be happy together. And Liam Lamb replied, "What a nice comment. Thank you. Women are superior in many ways, including being CEOs." Sylvia Perry replied, "My fiance have a PhD, and she was shy to tell me when we began to date because she was thinking I thought she was a nerdy girl." I do like the typos because I'm guessing because English is not their first language. "She will be my wife on the 2nd of January in 2020. And Leon Lam replied, "Congratulations on your engagement, and my best wishes on a happy life together." No, this is how us men should talk to each other. Also, there was another screenshot I forgot to share of how you both look lovely or cute together. Honestly, you can call another man cute. I would love it when a man calls me cute, and I'm not like in a sexual romantic way. Like maybe he just finds my outfit adorable. Like if you think of a dog, like if you see like a cute puppy, right? I love getting compliments by people. I do. I even love when people compliment my outfit, and I'll say thank you, even though I feel a bit awkward. Not in an awful way. It's because I'm not used to compliments. Because so many of us men, right? I'm sure women too, but more likely us men because. We, like, women can get compliments from each other, but us men don't. It gets so draining at times because you want that, that kindness from someone or approval. And us men need that more. So basically, for me to share all this, right? Okay, so I'm just swaying a bit here. I want more men to know that your height doesn't define you as a man. Or that you basically, cutting up with adorable, that makes you a man, in my opinion. But if you want to abuse animals, you're a wuss. Okay? Literally, you're a wuss. And describe for someone that adores dogs. Like, Dion, you were afraid of them at first. Absolutely. Maybe it's because they got bite a couple. And that's okay, honestly. I do my best to prove to know that, Dion, there are kind-hearted dogs out there. And yeah, 4. And it's okay that, you had those experiences. And this I'm not really good at doing videos like this because I'm not reading off the script. I'm just saying this from my heart, that us men need to know that we all come in different shapes and sizes. And race, too, skin pigment, right? And I wanted to say this because as someone that is attracted to Asian boys, right, I do get intimidated by them. Okay, I want to share a story. I know you're probably thinking, "Damn, you're just a freak," because, oh yeah, you was under... No, let me explain. There was this boy named D, right? And by the way, I mean, there was because we had, he even asked me to see what he looks like. I don't care what he looks like, I'm curious, though. Or at least of this date, because I do wonder what he looks like, okay? Just so you know, because he did not look like his age. He was much, much taller than me. And people get this perspective that, oh, Asians are small, especially, where. No. If you think I'm lying, do not view this if you are under 18, okay? Because I don't want to encourage it, right? I mean, I'm sure like 60 or 70-year-olds are going to do this anyway. Big Asian cock, you will see why. Okay, there's a subreddit on Reddit for that. Basically, I met her on my Amigo. Way before it got shut down. I must have shared the username that I used Snapchat for, right? I just want to move on from this because this is a long time ago. We talked for a week, right? And let's just say he was okay with my fetishes, right? And he told me he was 20, even though he lied that he was saying he was 19, and I thought, you know what, 19 is hot. I mean, he's an adult. Plus, maybe it's because I had a lot of great memories as a 19-year-old. Maybe that's why I like that age. Plus, it's an adult age, right? Like, Dion... you're both, or you at least you thought were considered adults, and, it's fine, right? And let's just say that he liked being the big spoon, because he would do, like, a drawing of me being, like, the little, boy, so to speak, and him being the big boy, right? And we would talk about Genshin Impact. You could see why, like, yep, this guy's Asian. However, though, he's half Vietnamese and half Indonesian. Also, he was Muslim. And I could care less about his religion, right? And I'm so sorry. I should have read the rest of his Quora post. But I just want to give you out like a brief of it, okay? We would talk back and forth because he lived in Vietnam, right? And I live here in Arizona. The time zone wasn't a problem. I remember like the first time I talked to him. Because this is when I thought he was trained and lied about being 19 is fine. Because at least he wouldn't lie again. Which... well, I was wrong. Okay, I do want to still forgive him for make me feel sick in the gut because I feel like a freak of nature. Because Dion, you know he was under. He didn't tell me that, and he didn't look like it. He looked like a grown man. Literally, he had a deeper voice than I do. And we're talking about college. You know, that's what I'm attracted to, right? So basically, because I was 27 when this happened, right? So basically, we talked for like 12 hours, and I find his body attractive. Just so you know, the 19-year-old of him. Okay, I just want to confess this because I know people think I'm a freak. Whatever, it's fine. I literally have screenshots as proof. Just so you know, people do change it. You know, some people should be forgiven. You know, what he did was not right, but maybe because since I've been a rape victim in the past and etc. and feel like I wasn't loved or not loved in the gay community, I think that's one thing I envy about straight people because you're not like, yeah, like men feel insecure, and that's okay about their height, even women. But man, in the gay community is much, much worse. So we have a ton to improve. Like we're mentally messed up in the head or mucked up. Basically means fucked up. Like it's just like our brains are sludge, and we're about banging on a man, or we like to date our twin. Not the one for men that like to date someone that looks like them, but it's like gives you like incest vibe, and it's coming for someone that is a victim of that. Okay, I don't want to talk about it right now. I don't. Okay, so for you gay guys out there, you gotta do better. I'm sorry, you do. You could get offended and call me homophobic. Well, I want to be homophobic than being a liar. Okay, so basically, me and D, we did talk a lot, and let's just say that I thought his body, just so you know, okay, when he was 19, he told me it was attractive. He had a nice navel. It was so big. I like how he wore that underwear. I know that you probably think you're once again, okay. When he told me he was 19 and he literally had the body of like a damn 20-year-old, so to speak. You know, I'm just giving you like a brief example of what has happened, okay? And I think that's probably why I'm thinking like, man, is this what Asian men look like? You know, I mean, like, you know, as like young adults, you know, because people are like, let's just say Asians are known for looking young. That's why like I find Asian men like my age really hot. And then let's just say for like white like men or Hispanic that are like in their early 20s, like Inaki, you know, because I had a crush on him. I do. The one that plays as Luffy. He was 19, and I thought, wow, damn, he's hot. He looked more of a man than me. Plus, he's taller than me. You know, like way taller. You know, he's only 5'7", but damn, he's hot. I love his unibrow. You know, I think it's hard to explain it because people thinking that Asians are not masculine or, oh no, he could be mistaken, right? And the thing is, for D, for example, he would not only do videos of him because I had like this, like let's just say like a school kink or college kink. I can't explain it. Like if you were a uniform, maybe it's because back then growing up, I always have a thing for boys that would stretch and then their shirt would rise up and then like they would crack their back and seeing their neighborhood that would get bigger and bigger. It makes my heart skip. Literally, like my crushes would do that and I would get scared of them. Like damn, like. Boys are hot. You know, I do get scared of boys sometimes. I do. I try not to be. I get nervous around boys. I do. I don't know what. Like, boys are weird creatures. You know, I'm sorry. If you're a boy, please don't be offended. I'm just sharing you my deepest, darkest, like, dreams. Triple D. I'm giving you triple D thoughts, okay? By the way, if you're a straight bi or pan man, would you date a woman that has 3 boobs? If you did about Rick and Morty... There you go. So basically, he would not only, because once again, you know, before he lied, and this is when I had to stop talking to him, and he like told me or gaslight me. That's my fault. I got childhood of being the M word, okay, and wanted to like verbally threaten me in a way. It was a lot to take, right? And I even cried. This is before he told me that he was 16, right? That I loved him. This is like the very first time that I thought like a college boy, okay? I fell in love with because I liked his body. I liked how we have something in common. And like, Dion, you love Asian boys. You do. I'm not kidding. I don't know why. Like, when I think about Asia, like, I would love to just meet an Asian boy. I don't know why. I just get scared of them because they want to like blacks, right? And I love them a lot. Maybe because I watch too much animes. Okay, I'm not kidding. If I could go to Asia right now, I would. I don't want to say that, oh, I'm fetishizing Asia. It's just because I don't see many of them, and I get curious. I do, and also, I'm so sorry for being off topic, because I know people could think the wrong way here. Because, here, okay, the four boys that were friends with me that know where I live, they still do. I really want to move back. Our apartment 260. For anyone that in Phoenix that may be seeing us, I'll be, you know who I am, and you know that you probably see by my neighborhood a lot, and that you were smiling at me saying hello. Honestly, it was a lot because of this fraud and reptile family that had to snatch our home away from us. One that's my age, right? Another boy was my age. I forgot, right? The end, I think it was Jack. He had tattoos. They're all straight, right? But they're all really beautiful and handsome. I like to use both words, right? One, for example, I had a crush on him. Okay, and maybe because if you think about how I mentioned that about a weakness for bracer wear goggles, well, when we went to this Mexican Russia, because he's half Mexican and half Filipino, right? Half Filipino. And Filipinos are known for being short. Mexicans, I think it away. So imagine that. That's why I'm thinking, oh my god, like one is hot. So I don't sound like a freak because I don't want to say anything. But when we went to that Mexican restaurant, right, he let me try horchata, which is supposed to be, I'm sure for almost every Mexican that knows about this, right? It's supposed to be just like sweet drink that's mixed with flour and sugar, I think, and milk. It didn't taste that good because then I got used to it. And he let me try it. And I remember seeing like how long Juan's legs are and how tall he looked. I was so nervous and I blushed a little bit. Plus, he was wearing sunglasses. So think about like goggles, right? It's like that. And I remember before we were leaving, I had to look so far up to him. Like my heart was racing a little bit. I got nervous. I got a little scared, I think. Like when those four boys came in, because they're like, wow, who are these cute boys knocking on my door? I was shaking like a moracho rado because I'm not used to being around boys because the way I was treated, right? I'm thinking if I would go to heaven, this is my heaven. Like seeing like boys are taller than me, like they're angels, and you know I had to look up to them, and I was shaking. I was, right? I mean, Fergus is attractive too, but I'm not picking on looks, okay? And I got emotional because I felt safe, and the whole boys, they're all straight. They didn't mistreat me, and it was my first experience like having my little friend group in eons. I mean, I had a quite a bit of an isolated childhood, right? I'm so sorry. I know that's not to do about being Asian, but it kind of does because I wanted to let people or allow y'all to know why I find Asians so attractive. I do. If you're Asian, you are an attractive like if you're an Asian man, there's nothing wrong being short. There's nothing wrong with being a little chubby. Okay? You're attractive. Because I said so. Okay? So basically, all these boys were taller than me. Okay? And do not let like that video fool you. Because the angle in my shoes, I looked much taller. Okay? It's like wearing little heels because they were thick insoles. I think it was like 2 to 2.5 inches taller or something. I don't remember. Okay? So do not allow the camera angle fool you. One was the tallest of all of them. He was 5'10", and darn, he was so gigantic. I'm not kidding. I wasn't up to his shoulder, I think, right? And yeah, I'm like lying about my height here. I'm short. Okay, do not call me average. I'm not kind of short. No, if you're kind of short, you're still taller than me. Okay, and the other boys, they were like 5'7". I'm not kidding. I remember when we were walking back to my apartment, right? I'm thinking, God, like, are they turning over me? Like it felt good. I'm sorry, maybe it's because I'm not used to being around boys or people. Well, boys especially. And I never felt so small. I kind of want to have a piggyback too, but I thought that would be kind of weird just to ask. You know, because I do have a little bit of an age regression. So maybe that's why I like Asians so much, because they look young, and you know what? I look really young for my age, at least I hope I do. You know, that's something we have in common, especially since I'm black myself. I'm mixed, but I'm mostly black, if that helps, right? So maybe it's not common for me to, like, I don't know, because people thinking that, oh, if you're black, you're tall. No. Okay? It's the same way that Asians are short. Oh, no. Look at Juan. Okay? He's half Asian, Southeast, but he's still Asian, right? It's just like if you think about blacks as in Caribbean, North African, if that counts. I'm actually like the continent, African, like African American, Caribbean American. You know where I'm coming from, right? It's like that, okay? Or Latino, etc. And you like to consider yourself as black? That's fine in my definition. Okay, and it was the first for me, especially when we were walking back from the 7-Eleven, because my apartment is like right next to it. Yeah, I'm kind of like giving out where I live, but not like saying like the name of the address or my apartment place. Still want to move back. Okay, when Juan was lifting up like a dozen pack of water bottles because it was like 106 degrees that day, quite normal here. I was like, my heart was like, it was skipping. It was like, oh my god, what a man he is. I'm not kidding. I'm thinking like, wow, Juan is strong. Like, he is so tall. And like I'm not kidding. He's not even 6 foot. If you're like an Asian boy, you're like 6'5", I probably would pass out. Okay, literally. Like, I do have Alice in Wonderland syndrome because I sometimes don't feel I'm short, but I am. I think that's what Alice in Wonderland syndrome is. I feel that way. I do. Maybe that's why I wear certain clothes that are long. Okay? I don't know. I could read more into that. But it was just so fascinating to me because, like, yeah, you like him. But he's straight. And I respect him for that. And the other boys. I was nervous. I think they were playing gay around. Like, because I remember we were getting ready to, like, take a picture together. And I remember hearing the conversation, like, yeah, don't act gay. Or something like that. Right? I don't know. I can't explain. I forgot what happened during that time. It was funny. Don't worry. It was nothing like homophobic or anything. It was kind of funny. And I got so nervous. I did because I always have another connection with another boy, I think. I just didn't. Right? And those 4 boys, they made me feel welcome regardless of my height and just because I may not work like they do and I'm still behind in life, they still treated me as a human being. It's just like Leo here, right? Like, just because he's short and, yeah, he's average looking, he looks adorable, doesn't mean that he's less worthy of love. Also, there was another one. I might just have to use that in the thumbnail. It was an adorable, like, photo shoot, right? Of him tippy-toeing to his wife while she's wearing high heels. I think that's so cute. Honestly, that's attractive. I want to say, for you men, there's nothing wrong with being short. If other men would tell you otherwise, they're wusses. Because you know what? They had to look up to those tall men or tallies who had to look up to you in guilt, if that makes sense. Right? I'm being honest with you. I love being short. I do. I kid you not. Think about Mario and Princess Peach. Mario's small as hell. But Buddha, he is really handsome. I'm not kidding. I do find Mario pretty attractive. I do. Right? And Princess Peach is gorgeous. This will make a difference. But I wanted to share this. Oh, damn, that's right. It's 12/6 right now, and it's the 15th of December on a Sunday. Good. I'm glad that I'm passing time here. Because a lot of people tend to not treat Asians well, I think. Or at least that's how I was during COVID, and I'm sick of it. Every race needs to be treated equally. Okay? Honestly, I just want to say, if it wasn't because for Darren, I want to be, like, really interested in, like, learning about, like, Chinese culture or whatnot. And Darren is a sweetheart. He is. He's been so kind to me. We would talk on phone a couple times about random stuff or whatnot. And Darren, I thank you a lot for being so supportive. And Dumbo, I hope that you're doing okay after, your rib pain and whatnot. I hope that if it does get worse, you're in the ER and you recover. And do not rush back. And make sure they drink plenty of water and that you can eat something salty. Sorry, it's a really great viewer of mine that's been going to a lot. Plus, if you're curious, Dumbo's white. Okay? I wanted to just share this because this is my confession. And for D, like, because he's 19 now, honestly, I'm not sure how I feel if I ever met him. Like, what do y'all think? Like, do you think it'll be weird? Like, it, like, because he's an adult, right? Like, I like, broke up contact with him all those years, well, the past, like, 2.5 years, give or take, because of how you lied and, being underage and not, and then felt comfortable, right? I mean, I feel guilty. I do, even though he lied and what. I do want to forgive him. It's like a mix of emotions here, right? Because I don't like to hold grudge in people because we're all hypocrites. We all do something, well, some worse than others because, it's like, if someone bullied you in high school for being short, you want to basically beat the snake beat the Goliath out of a tall guy. It's like that bagel guy. Because, yeah, he probably been bullied in high school. He's short. But he thinks it makes him a man. If you like bully or punch someone or, what is it? And battery because, oh, he's a foot taller than him. No. That makes him a criminal. Okay, period. That's why I try to give forgiveness. It's like, I like to call it the Goku, method. Okay? Like, he even forgave Frieza. Because, Frieza basically killed all those Namekians and his own soldiers. And Goku could just easily killed him. But he still let him go. It's like that, right? Especially if someone doesn't went through a lot of trauma. Maybe that's why. Because, you know, I still need to be taught because I have to educate all of the stuff on my own. Right? Especially my autism. It's even hard. So, basically, that's what I'm trying to share. And also, for what D has shared, if anyone wants to know any more details, I never seen him nude or anything in his underwear. I did, right? And I remember, once again, it's on Snapchat, right? Of how he liked to do one of my fetishes. He would, like, stretch, and he would, like, I can't do this. I could crack my left, damn, that's right, you can't do the right side. I could do my left hand, like, I could crack my knuckles, right? By, like, bending it, if you can hear it. I don't think you can. He would, like, do that. He would say, ooh, right? And I'm thinking, damn, D, geez, you're getting tall, aren't you, Lynn? Oh, that was hot. Let you know, he was 19 when he did all this, right? I've only seen him as 19 of all these incidents. You know, like, the pics he would, like, send to me. I never sent any because I don't do that. Okay? Even though in the past, by someone, well, that, you know, that was an adult, or at least they told me they were. All I think I did share was like a chest pic, nothing more than that. I don't want to talk about it, okay? Because I was, let's just say, tricked to do, don't worry, nothing extreme, but I don't want to talk about it, okay? It was a long time ago, okay? Because I had to be friends with them. I don't want to talk about it. It's basically, let's just say that South African boy that I think I liked, that lied about his age. I don't want to talk about it. I shared some, like, all of the stuff of what boys I've met on my Instagram. This, if you, oh yeah, I need to, open that app back, sign back in because I got falsely suspended. So, it's just a glitch in Instagram's, side here. It happens frequently because if you sign in and out, then it's just like an automated bot system. I despise how that happens. But basically, he liked to do my fetishes, right? And I found him attractive. 19. I still see him as 19 before he lied. Because you could, like literally his body looked like it. Right? You don't have to believe me. Because I'm not showing any pics. I mean, even if I had him, right? No, because that's wrong. You know? I mean, it's not like nudity, if you know what I'm talking about here, right? I mean, unless, if it was in his underwear, right? This, like, once again, I moved on. I blocked him, and you know, I just don't want to, like, contact him or him contacted me ever again. I deleted, like, my account, so to speak, right? Because the other boy that I talked to, he was 19, right, and I was like 26. So just before I met D, he was in college, right? He was tall as Titan. Okay? Tat, if I like to call it. He was 6'5". Mucking 5. That's what I'm doing. I think that's like 198 centimeters. And my Buddha, he was huge. He had gorgeous gray eyes. He kind of reminded me of Leonardo DiCaprio, but much taller. I don't remember what his body looked like, but he was really handsome. I was scared because he was so hot. And I even wanted to study Czech because of him. You know, Česky, so to speak. I don't know any worse than Czech. Well, except of ahoy, which means hello, but with a J. Okay, I gotta study Czech again. It sucks I don't have his Snapchat. He probably doesn't use it anymore. Like, if I could download it again and contact him. Because he was 19 when I met him. I'm fine with that. Because he's in college. Nothing wrong with that. People thinking, oh, do you like someone that's younger? What? That's in college? A younger boy that's in college? That's not a problem. He's independent, way more. He's probably more mature than me. You know? Because I thought I won't be able to connect with other men that are like 30, like me. Because They probably have their own businesses, and yes, they can take advantage of me just because we're the same age, right? Doesn't mean I'm not going to be having a lot of wisdom. I'm sorry, this is like 30 minutes of thoughts here, right? And, you know, talking to a college boy, we have something in common. If that makes sense. Honestly, I don't know why age always had to do with wisdom and maturity. Not always. Okay, I mean, it's about like considered adults here. So yeah, basically, D, he would, you know, would do that. He would stretch a lot because he would even, like doing it. He would even send me, like, snaps that, like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed, or, you know, if you wake up, you see, like, my stomach and in his underwear and whatnot, and my navel got bigger because he knew that I like that stuff. Once again, because I know people do not like to hear me out, because people are always thinking, oh, Dion, you know, you are, like, EDP. Okay, so basically, talking to someone in college that looked much older and much taller than me, versus, like, if I like an adult that's, like, 21, that look like they're fucking... excuse me, mucking 14. Honestly, hint, hint, like, if people like lolly, okay, when I don't see, like, if, like, a high school look like a high school anime character look like he could be a 20-year-old, there's your proof. If you don't believe me, look up that Alzuri guy on DeviantArt. Let's just say that I think y'all should be more concerned that why he find, like to find a 40-year-old girl belly dancing attractive, okay, and a drawing of look like a girl that might be 12 or something, you know, because of you know, his bloating stomach fetish. When I do drawings of boys that have six packs, that have facial hair, okay, that have ripped abs, do I need to explain more? This is why people don't like to hear me, because I always have to go in detail for sure because I'm tired of it. So basically, let's just share this, okay? He would even do, like, a video that, like, I think he was listening to, like, a Vietnamese, like, news or something. Like, the school thing. Because he was wearing an old uniform. Okay? Because, literally, he told me he was in college, and I believed him. And that's why, because since I told him, like, I had that kink in my childhood, right? He would put, like, an outfit on, right? Like, an old, like, high school outfit, which I didn't know he was, right? And he would, like, laugh and stretch. I would hear him, like, stretching, like, bending his back and his belly button so big. I was, like, suffocating or barely breathing. Like, damn, like, dude, that was hot. Again, the 19-year-old of him. Okay? And I felt so in love with him because of that. I guess because it made me the past, I've seen Asian boys that do that. Right? It's hard to explain it. And I'm thinking, like, oh, that's hot. Even though my crushes were Mexican. Right? And I like it. I do. Maybe it's because after I found out that I did find Asian boys attractive as I got a little older, it made me want to feel like I want to be in a relationship with one. And again, okay, like, okay, just because I'm asexual doesn't mean I can be in a relationship. I can. I just don't like sex. I think that's gross. Literally, it's hard to explain it, okay? Maybe it's because I have to be a certain boy that I could fall attracted to. It's like a straight boy can find another boy attractive to date him. He can still be straight. Us human beings are really complex. We are, okay? It's difficult. It is. Maybe it's just that person you deeply connect with. Who knows? Okay? Honestly, we're all different. We don't need to figure out everything. If that was the case, then it would be the end of the universe. For us to know about everything. Not to mention how stressful damn life is, it's best not to know everything. I'm so sorry. I was supposed to be talking about Leo for like the first like 15 minutes and I'm rambling here, but that's why I want to give you an example because, you know, I find this Southeast Asian boy, okay, that, you know, that Dion, that you want to keep talking to that was 19 and, you know, attractive and telling people. Honestly, I don't need to tell y'all, like, you know, the Czech boy or whatnot, like, the other conversation I have, because that's private. Because I sometimes feel like I have to, like, share everything. I want to share everything that y'all need to know. Because if I was lying, I would be sharing all of this. Right? I'm not sure that makes any sense. Like, I want to give you details because I want you to know, like, this is, like, my experience. And, you know, my yucky experience. And I still feel guilty for it. Right? So basically, he was, like, D, right? Share me, like, many videos of it, because he liked doing it. Like, you know, I give him consent, right? For that. And he did bring up that, oh yeah, 2019, or well, not 2019, 2020, you know, coming up August, he would bring that up like twice. Like, Dia, I know your age. He told me, like, the second time already. And plus, he was the one that saved the conversations, right? So, like, yep, you know, I'm fine talking to you. Literally. Honestly. Not to mention, I didn't feel comfortable that I want to reveal my voice, because I knew something like this would happen, but I did anyway. So I literally even did like a video. I kept posting on YouTube that I cried that, oh, this boy likes me. You know, because I never knew I felt so loved, which turned out to be a boy that lied about his age just to, I guess, take advantage of me, right? And make me feel like a monster because I'm older than him. Because, oh, he's a high schooler that I thought was in college. You know, it's hard to speak up, right? It really is, because, I don't know, okay? I didn't have any support. I didn't have anyone. And, like, my brain wasn't, I guess it wasn't seeing the signals. Okay? Because, I don't know. Maybe having someone to talk to, but maybe that level. Right? I still feel guilty. I'll let you know that. Honestly, if you think I'm a monster, whatever. Then fine. Okay? Especially as someone that doesn't like sex and wanted to send stuff to other people. You know? Or other men. You know, no, I won't go that far. Screw that. Honestly, I'm so sorry. I'm rambling here because I do feel guilty. I want to just express this. I can't believe that Christmas is 10 nights away. My birthday was 5 days ago. This is not what my late 30th birthday should be, honestly. Especially after the darn conversations we had on the live stream last night. I had to share everything and be honest, okay? Literally, I felt sick in my gut. If you do still show support, then put heartbeat. If not, then that's fine. I hope that you can unsubscribe and never return. Honestly. But I had to share this. You know, just so you know, when he did tell me he was 16 and all, I had to stop responding. I did. I felt devastated. I felt confused. I felt sick. I do. You know, and I don't know. I had to share this. Because, like, yeah, like, Dion, you were attracted to the Southeast Asian college boy. You know, that liked you. He even said that he liked you because you never had a boy that really liked you that level, not pressuring you to do anything. You know, like, against my consent. You know, like, alright, you know what, if this is how Asian boys are to me, then I'll be more attracted towards them. You know, something like that. And I decided I could actually just share it. Also, another thing, I wanted this to be off topic here, okay? This is going to sound really, like, stereotypical. I find it really hot when an Asian boy is, like, tall. Because people think that Asians are small. Or that they're, like, it's a stereotype that, oh yeah, every Asian on this planet knows math. Or that they know about computers. That's prickly cred. It's like, it's similar to telling that black boys are ghetto, or that they eat grape. I like apple juice, thank you very much. Or that we say "ka" or "raw," you know, or what's another slang that we say? I think "ka." I hear that a lot, right? Or that we just like rap, or even though I think this is kind of the sad truth. I mean, every race is like this, homophobic, okay? Or we shoplift. You know, I mean, every damn race does. But I guess a ton of us turn out that way. I don't know, okay? I don't know. And as someone that's a really, really short black boy himself, I just want to break the stereotype that there are short blacks like me. Blackies, I like to call it. Okay, that's shy. That likes animes. That doesn't like rap. I like R&B, 80s music. Okay, French music. I like playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Right, I'm a gamer. Of course, there are blacks out there that are gamers. Etc. Honestly, if that actually makes sense. Okay, I'm not muscular. I'm healthy, thin. Let's just say I weigh well under 120 pounds. So, yeah, like, well under that amount. I'm not telling you how much I weigh. I like to keep it a secret. I'm, like, well, like, let's just say if I was 130, that would be kind of, like, overweight for me. I think. Maybe a little more than that. I don't remember, okay? Let's just say I'm nowhere near 120 pounds. So if that helps, there you go. Okay, that's my body physique, so to speak, right? It seemed like let's just say a line of like, okay, Dion, you've been talking for 40 minutes. It's all right. Like, Dion, keep going. See these like attractive like Asian men that have muscles, that have six packs. It's hot. It really is, because people would like tend to put down Asians. I mean, at least maybe for what I've been seeing. I don't know why, but if I see like an Asian boy that would like beat someone up, to protect like his like younger sister, his mother, or his brother, I'm thinking, you know what, he can bang me if he wants. I don't know why. I know that sounds so inappropriate of me, but maybe it's because of my abuse, right? I find it attractive if a guy that he doesn't like. I hope he doesn't. Like, I don't want to fight, but at the same time, I think if he tells me like I can beat you up, I would. And then tell him, please do, right? I do have a bullying kink, so maybe that has to do with it, right? If that actually makes sense. I'm so sorry. I should share this like in many parts, but I don't know. I'm just sharing what's on my mind because I'm gonna forget about it later, and I'm like in a like healthy mental mood to rant how I feel. So yeah, basically that's what happened between D and I. Like, his name is DHI. That's all I know about his name. In that, yeah, he's half Vietnamese and half Indonesian. And yeah, he was, at the time, he told me he was 5'10". I'm thinking, like, unless I'm wrong, unless I'm mistaken, that the average height for an Indonesian is like 5'5". So, imagine you gotta add, like, Dion, I think it's like another 4 inches. It's like him being 6'2". That's tall. Honestly, that's really tall. And I wanted to be like, before he lied about his age. Like, I wanted to get to know him more. But I was scared, I was nervous, and I did find his body attractive. Like, like I did. Okay? The 19-year-old of him that he told me, not 16. Because I don't see him that age. I see him as a damn, like, hell, 20-year-old college boy. That had to be half Vietnamese, half Indonesian. Honestly. So I decided to share this because, to this day, I do feel awful. If I've ever met like a boy in his early 20s, like if he's 21, that he lied, I would be devastated. I would. I want to share this because it's hard to speak up, because I just go along with it, because I thought, he would gaslight me and, turn his back on me, and it would, I'm sorry. one of my dogs is like underneath the door. I think they want to come in, but hold on. It's so weird. You come in here, then you would just leave. So I'm just petting on Autumn right now, but I wanted to share this for you Asian men out there, okay? That there is nothing wrong with you. Honestly, not at all, because of your height or if your genetics, and that there are women that will adore you. You don't need to be attractive like some of those Asian models that I've shared. As long as you're being honest to yourself and not lying like how they did, then I don't see what's the problem. And this goes for someone that's been lied by a lot of people in the past and been mistreated, and I just go along with it because I didn't have the support that I needed. And I thought, like, wow, people take advantage of me. It's normal. And I just go along with it. I still feel like a horrible person, like, older boys or, that I've met in the past. I don't want to go into further detail. I don't, okay? I don't. I just want to believe that I'm seen as a decent human being. And I think this is like the longest video I've done. Like, Diana, I think it is. Yeah, because the other one was 42 minutes. So, I just had to share this because I meant everything of how I felt. I try to think of like another, like, oh yeah. Now I remember. Actually, no, I don't. Well, yes, I do. I don't remember his name, but he's a 24-year-old, right? I don't remember his name. He was like one of my favorites. Let's just say I do my business. I'm sure, I hope to put it, they're all adults here, right? Or if you're an older teen, well, you don't mind the language I'm using, right? He was 24. He's Vietnamese. He was on the big Asian cock subreddit. He had abs. He looked really tall. And his penis is massive. He made me love Asian men even more. Like, I'm thinking, is this how Asian men are? It's crazy. You know, because they're fucking hot. So, you know, I hope I'm not, like, seeing that. Oh, Dion, you are fetishizing. I didn't meant to. It's just that I admire how Asian men look. Because of how they get told that every darn ethnicity on this planet is attractive. Or, wait, should I just use the word race? I'm not sure. And by the way, I'm supposed to be live streaming again, like, well, I started a 439 bottle live stream in the next 4.5 hours, so I hope to Buddha that for the ones that be viewing this, you could tell me how you feel about your dogs on the live stream, because I have about, like, asexuality or whatever, so that way, you'll know about it. I am looking up the big Asian cock subreddit. There's so many amazing Asian men. No, did he post? Oh, good. I hope that's not my favorite. No, he's not Asian. I think he's a kid, but I think he's like half Mexican, half Filipino. I don't know. Basically, once again, if you're not 18 plus, do not look it up, please. There is so many attractive men. I would love to cook on it, but I think my MacBook will act up. Basically, the big Asian cock. I might need to do like a separate video for this, but I'm going to give you all like a teaser, right? It's a platform that's dedicated to highlighting the biggest East and South Asian cocks, right? I'm so sorry. This has nothing to do with authentication, right? But I just want to give you all like a depth here that why I find Asians attractive, and that you don't have to basically follow the stereotypes, you know, to be, you know, like, oh yeah, you have to act a certain way to be Asian, or, you know, if you're tall, you're not Asian. That's prickly crud. Okay, if you're Asian, you're Asian. Period. There's so many beautiful Asian men on here, like beautiful from circumcised to uncircumcised. Basically means cut to uncut. I think that's what they meant by gay standards. And I want to click on one of them. I'm thinking by username enough_pepper_6729. His penis looks big. It looks really big. And another one by alone-decision4030. My semi/erect Malaysian dick. Damn, these Asian men are attractive. Jeez, they better stay that way. You know, I'm sorry. I know, TMI. But I'm just being realistic here, okay? And they don't have like six packs, but they have beautiful bodies. You know, I just wanted to share that. I really meant that. I do, honestly. And it's because I'm just like admiring the Asian body. It's similar to just, let's just say, staring at the Mona Lisa. You are admiring the art. Doesn't mean you want to like just put your mouth on it. You like wanted to feel it, maybe like touch it and see how it feels to your soul, right? If that makes sense. I'm so sorry for being off topic. I really am. Okay, I just wanted to share all this because seeing Leo Lam's you know, post, his Quora post, is really inspiring. And I want to read by a black, I think he's black, named Davidson Gillette. This was from 5 years ago when he made this post, right? See, kids, this is why you stay in school and study. It pays off in the end. And good job, man, on your PhD and also getting married. Right? And Leo, he replied, he got 636 votes on this. However, I think that kids should stay in school and study for the joy of learning and exploring. And the joy of meeting other people. The process is the payoff. My wife is not a payoff. My wife is a gift. So basically, like, if I met like an Asian guy, it'd be like a gift to me because I would learn more about him. I want to like to even like study other Asian languages. I kid you not, I really do. I just want to say, if I ever get any Asians that be viewing this, feel free. Even though, like, if you're ever join my live stream and you're invested, okay, definitely do not feel hesitant to add your country flag emoji, and I'd be really, really curious. I do. So I do forgave him, okay? Named Yan Tun, that would send me inappropriate stuff and basically drew a walk at my brother's window and fetishized me as a black person, right? It was really disturbing and vile, but I just don't want to keep that grudge in my heart, honestly, because next thing you know, he's no longer like harassing me at this point. At least I don't think he is. So I'm gonna let Autumn out because she wants to go back out. Okay? But other than that, I thank y'all so much for hearing me out on this. I hope I didn't seem like a freak from the D story and whatnot. I decided to share this because I wanted to be honest. I do. I really mean that. And I hope to Buddha's belly. Oh, great. Why did she want... My dog acts weird. I let her out and she wants back in. She doesn't... What? Sit. Alright, sorry about that. She didn't make up her mind. I just want to get this out of my system. Honestly, in a dream that I have, if I could ever get my apartment back, because I know if family may be living there, if I had the money right now, like Mr. Beast's money, I would offer them a better place to live in and have my brother's name on the lease because my mother's name can be on the lease. You know, it's hard to explain it, okay? I would love to visit Asia. Like, if I were to get, like, let's just say, the most viewers in Asia happen to be from Mongolia, I would visit Mongolia. Or if they're from Taiwan, definitely Taiwan, right? Any Asian country. Heck, I'll be impressed if I have viewers from Burma or maybe Cambodia that may be viewing this. Hell, maybe Brunei, even though they don't really, let's just say tolerate the gay community. I understand that, which sucks, really. You know, that would be really interesting. So, other than that, I could just get this out of my system here. Because it's just something that's been in my mind. And I just wanted to say some cool racial terms. This is not like... I didn't say racist. I say racial. Asian. White. Don't brighten. Wait, that doesn't sound right. Okay, whites brighten. Asians don't raisin. Blacks don't crack. Hispanics don't, panic, right? I'm talking about, like, stress, right? Because of appearance. And I think I'm missing another race in my, like, DMC, you said white, Hispanic, Asian, and black. Those are the 4 big ones, right? Natives are creative, and... Or natives are brave. But it doesn't rhyme. Damn it. I can't think of another one. Yeah, I need cat. It sucks. I know. Am I going to see one more race on here? Oh, yeah. Pacific Islander. Pacific or... Majestic. And I think that's about it. At least those are the main racial groups. If I miss any, please, like, allow me or let me know. And I guess I could actually cut off on here. So I'll see y'all this evening. And I just hope that this video didn't red you out or anything. And if you're interested in me, like maybe reacting to, like, cute, like, Asian men or something. I mean, I don't know, okay? Or if you want me to talk about, like, other racial groups, you know, stereotypes or something. I don't know. You know, because I'm not sure how, like, what, like, because I don't get, like, a melting pot, which is what I like, of what people prefer on videos. I mean, I keep doing it in a gaming standard point of view. Please let me know on my live streams. Also, yes, in my childhood, when I was a little boy, I did film from some quarters behind. Okay? Because this is kind of weird. I thought Ness was Chinese. I don't know why, because the thing is, Chinese are known for having bigger eyes than Japanese do. And plus, well... I don't know. Because I liked how Asian parties like baseball. I don't know. Okay, like, this is like my 7-year-old self. Please bear with me. Right? I always pause the game and see, like, if Ness's, like, legs were stretched. Because he would, you know, have that weird, like, anger in his looks when he wanted to beat up the fighters. You know, like, I'm sure for my Splash Brothers viewers, because it's like the hitbox, right? Their bodies expand. It sucks I can't give, like, an example, like, oh, like, if you're using their attacks, right? It's like that, and Ness, when he does that hit, like that, right? And his punches gets bigger, You know, I think when I was younger, I'm thinking like, wow, he's cute. Like, who is this boy? In the end, you love boys. You're gay. But at the same time, I'm ace, too. So I just use homo-romantic. Right? I am ace, but, like, if I had to give an example, I'm, like, maybe 80%. Okay, I want to, like, use a weird number. 69% asexual and 31% gay. Right? If that makes sense. Other than that, I'm going to actually cut this off here. And yeah, let's see. I want to cut this off at the 55 mark. I don't think I'm going to do that number because I thought that was a cool number. I just thought, you know, I could just share everything. And I'll share, you know, the URL of Leo's Quora if you're interested. And I will share that picture of him tipping toy to his wife. That's adorable. P.S. My Brazilian crush that I deeply miss, he's only 5'3". And he does naughty and I masturbate to his stuff. Excuse me.